hats off to Danny and their group. Just outplayed us, outfought us, outcompeted us, and we just, for whatever reason, didn't have a ton of fight tonight. That's disappointing from our standpoint. It's a hard deal when you're without arguably the best player in college basketball, and you've had a defensive coverage of playing things one way, and Dante Scott did a great job of taking advantage of the fact he wasn't there. And if anybody watched the first game, Kofi pretty much dominated the last 8 minutes of that game. But I thought offensively, the first half, we got whatever we wanted, but I just didn't think we had any fight. And, to go on the road and to win on the road in this league, you better have fight every night. And I didn't like our grit tonight.
Brad, obviously not having Kofi affects you at the rim defensively, but what outside of fight, what didn't you like about how you guys defended the rim especially?
Well, I thought Fats did a great job of attacking our ball screen coverage. We play a certain way, and then I was really disappointed. We had 3 straight breakdowns on Dante Scott, giving him threes. We never give up threes, and but again, it's we might have to make a tweak depending on how long Kofi's out and what that status looks like. But you set a defense for a certain way, and no offense to Ben and Omar, they're not him. And but they got the ball in the paint consistently, and then I thought Q did a great job. Got a couple offensive rebound putbacks. We were cooking early offensively, and you give them the 4 offensive rebounds, the 7 points in transition at half, and it's a game. And again, we turnover bug reared its ugly head at the end of the first half, but yeah, it was mostly Fats in the paint.
35 attempts from three-point range. I guess you don't have a whole lot of options if you don't have your guy in the middle.
Pretty observant, yeah. That's the way it's going to be. I mean, we didn't get the ball in the paint enough, and that's one of the things that we're going to have to figure out without Kofi. Is there are a lot of ways to get the ball in the paint, Rob, and I didn't mean to be sarcastic there, but yeah, we were going to have to shoot the ball and make some threes, and but we didn't drive it there to get enough layups and enough penetration. So,
and on that note, not the greatest night for Bello.
No, just he told me before the game, sitting on the table, he's sick. The trainer told me he's got a fever. So kid can't catch a break. He was 100.6 or something fever-wise, had body aches. Said he would try to go, but I made my mind up pretty quick that everything he's been through, that I wasn't going to try to put him out there and stress him too much tonight.
Brad, no substitutions in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Talk about your decision to leave those guys in for that long, and how it affected the rest of the game.
Yeah, we were good. I thought we were great, and then we had a couple of, there was Danny called a timeout early. You had back-to-back timeouts, so I thought that was we were in a really good place there. We obviously got hurt when we went to the bench. Giving up a free throw rebound, those little things right after we make substitutions, just the mental things that you can't do and win on the road. But we had 2 full timeouts along that period, and then the 12-minute media timeout, so there was actually 3. So I felt great about our conditioning and where we were at. I don't think it impacted the last 6 minutes at all.
Brett, I know you quipped you had about a minute and a half with Kofi and Andre together before Kofi now goes out. Just how is your team trying to get through this and persevere through a season that obviously you guys haven't been together yet?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I mean, we've had, 3 guys in uniform every game. There's no doubt we've had a very, very challenging season to this point. There's no doubt tonight's another starting lineup. You know, you don't lose one of the best point guards in the country for 2 months and just expect to throw him back in the mix. And Trent Frazier was Big Ten Player of the Week. He's been phenomenal. And then, you know, you find out, you know, day of the Purdue game that your best player in college basketball, in my opinion, is out. And so, you know, we played 3 games without him. We weren't great. Obviously, we played pretty well for the 30 minutes he was out against Purdue. But you know, tonight we just didn't have that fight. We didn't have that grit, Jeremy. And when you lose a player that, you know, we'll have to figure some things out. I thought Plummer did a great job early of getting opportunities and looks. But, you know, we're going to be a team that, you know, we'll have to figure some things out until, you know, Kofi's return, whenever that is.
Do you have any kind of information timeline?
I have none. I know he's not available today, and the way the protocol works, it's a sequence deal with a lot of steps. So,
Brad, at some point, Kofi's not going to be at this program. Don't know when that'll be, but do you guys have to adjust to when he's not here? You know, is this kind of a preview of that, of what that's going to have to be?
yeah, but it
like?
won't be in the middle of the season. There's a huge difference when you can plan and, you know, you work on things that you and systemically you put a program together and a place to play. I mean, we've been one of the best defenses in the country. You know, we were 7th last year. We're there again this year. A lot of that is based because we have a guy like that. When we don't, I sure as the hell won't do it. You know, it's not something that you don't adjust to. But again, you got to be very careful how many changes you make because you don't have a guy for what may be a short or a long period of time. I don't know. You know, we thought Carbelo's was going to be a quick period of time, and it's 9 weeks later. So, but yeah, you do all that stuff in the off season and try to replace those needs, but you play differently, just like I did when we got Kofi.
Time for 2 more questions.
Is Coleman recovered? Is he okay now?
He had the flu in the last game, and but he was back. Yeah. Thank you.